Hi, happy new day, new afternoon, new evening, and new night, you wonderful universal souls. I am Angelica Stevenson, and my soul is the connecting angel. Welcome to the Angelic Expressive Connections YouTube channel and the 18 Nines Universal Living channel as well. I'm putting these on both of them now. This is my daughter. I'm gonna have to breastfeed, so I'll do my best not to show some breast. However, if I do, sorry and not sorry at the same time, because that's how I do. That's who I am. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Thank you. All right. So she was fine until I started doing this, but that's okay. So welcome back. This is November 18th, 2022. It is a Friday, and I am sharing my perfect parenting secrets. I have 12 of them. Yesterday, I started with the introduction of my program. I changed the title because when you say it, I want you to feel it and feel the positive and good effect it has, and to start the rewiring and programming of your mind. So my program, my master program title is Accessing the Perfect Parent Within Me. And I'm gonna make a playlist of all this too, so I can just put all the videos, in the playlist. You just click on it and go through it. So go back and watch number 1 for the introduction. I do want to say that with all my perfect parenting secrets, and when I share this, what's included is my expertise to see angles or to analyze, make connections in anything, and then communicate it in a relatable way so that it becomes personal to you, as well as teachings from my signature program, Higher Connections and Communications. It's an 8-level program designed for your soul, body, mind, and heart that helps you to go higher within yourself, as well as to reprogram yourself from the inside out so that the outside in can be changed and different as well, to get what you deserve, desire, and dream for every area of your life. And being a parent affects every area of your life. So when you learn these secrets and when you start applying them, it's not only going to change and make better your parenting, the way you parent, your relationship with your child, it's going to change and make better how you are at work, with your family, with yourself, with your spouse. It's just all around going to make you a better human being, a better man, a better woman, a better person, reach your goals and dreams, desires for every area of your life, whatever you want. Because being a parent, you're still a woman, you're still a man, you're still a human being. Like, your parent is just it's just part of your family area of life. And it's intertwined with the other areas of your life, So I love it because it helps you evolve. It helps you grow as a whole, as a whole person, person with balance and in unity with your soul, a partnership with your soul and your humanity. All right. So I want to get that out. Because when I come on, I just want to teach. I really do. I just want to share. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay. So my perfect parenting secret, number 1, is called One Breath, One Moment, One Situation at a Time. This is really the foundation of all of my parenting secrets. Actually, I use it every day. I really used it today when my son said, shouldn't you be helping mom, or shouldn't you be doing this, mom? And it's the second time he said this to me. And I was kind of already irritated or agitated when he said that. So instead of like popping off the mouth, like I would have in the past, I was like, ooh, and I walked away and started laughing. I took one breath. I took a breath. But yeah, so it's awesome. So I use it every day. I use these secrets every day. Okay. Every day I'm using them. So one breath, one moment, one situation at a time. The first part is one breath, as I shared with you, is to stop and think about what you're going to do with your one breath. How are you going to respond next? How are you going to react next after your one breath? Now, people say be intentional when it comes to your breathing with meditating, which is great, but you also need to be intentional when you take that one breath before you respond to your child, before you react to your child, especially if it's in a situation like that I just described: irritation, agitation, I think that's the same thing, whatever, anger, even sadness or happiness or silliness. Because even in happiness and excitement, like, oh yeah, let's go. Like, wait, what did I just say? what did I just agree to? So it applies to all of that, you know. You want to be able to take one breath, and then while you're taking that one breath, let your child know, hey, I just need one breath. I need to take one breath for a moment. Just I need to breathe for a moment. I need to breathe for a moment, for another moment. And that's what I tell my children. Like before, when I first started, I had a conversation with them and I told them that, hey, I'm going to go through some changes. My goal is to get better. If I ever get to a point like it's too much, or I'm yelling or I'm screaming or something, you'll have permission to say, hey, mom, you seem really mad. Why don't you go outside and breathe, mom? Why don't you go outside, mom? Why don't you go out in nature, go sit or put your feet in the grass? Because they know that's how I am. When I'm calming, I love nature. When I want to be calm, I go outside. And so like, you know what, y'all can tell me that's okay. And they did that. And I was able to take that breath outside most of the time, you know, but there are sometimes you're not able to take a breath outside. You're able to leave your situation. You're able to leave your surroundings, your environment. You have to take that one breath right where you are at. And with that one breath, you have to calm yourself. With that one breath, you have to process what's going on. You have to process what's happening to you on the inside. You have to process what's happening on the outside and what's happening to your child too. And if you can do it all in one breath, that's fine. If not, take as many one breaths as you can and as you need to get through it, right? I do the same thing with my children. I stop and say, hey, take a breath for a moment. When I see them start getting angry or if they get too sad, like a couple of my children, when they get really upset, especially one, she throws up. I was like, wait a minute, breathe, 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 you know? And I breathe with her. We take it one breath at a time. Like I do my best to talk her through it. Then I ask in between, are you ready? Are you okay to talk now? If I see they're not, we take another breath. And then if emotions are like really high, like really anger or sadness, but especially anger, then we do silly one breaths. Like I tell them to breathe in and then breathe out like a lion, roar, you know, and that's silly. And it makes them start laughing and they, you know, it changes that mood and that energy and they work on going to being happy, you know, it's a process. And then I include them, well, what's an animal you want to breathe out like? A zebra, a goat, a sheep? Somebody said some kind of animal. And I'm like, how do you do that? So we just made up our own sound. So I tell them about one breath. Y'all take one breath at a time because what you do in that next one breath is what counts, right? The next part of that one breath, one moment, one situation at a time is the one moment. How many times did you hear your parents say one moment? A lot, right? How many times have you said one moment? I know I've said it a lot. I've said it a lot. I'm like, one moment, hold a finger, hold a finger, hold a finger. And like 2 moments, 3 moments, like it's all moments. Like these moments are very important. I feel like I said that wrong, but are very important to our child, to our children, to my children. And what I started to do was I started to go in more detail with my child about the one moments. I'm like, okay, give me one moment to finish this, then I'll go, then we'll do what you need to do. When I realize who's really more important and who should come first, my child. So I began to do, okay, I'm going to take this one moment with you, with whatever you want me to do, need me to do. Let's do this because I have this to do too. So I take that one moment with my child because sometimes it's not much that they want to do. They just want a little bit of attention, you know, it just takes some attention, some caring, some loving, you know, and sometimes we just need to tell the people, you need to wait one moment so I can take care of my child. Because sometimes we put our children on hold to deal with other stuff. No, they need to be put on hold so we can handle and process and give our child our attention. And when there are things that are really important that you know really need your attention, like, hey, give me one moment to deal with my child for one moment, then I'll come back to you. Like, hey, I'm like, y'all, I have to handle something. It may take me this amount of time, and until I'm ready, you can do this, you can do this, you can eat, you can snack. Like, provide something for your child to do as they're waiting for your one moments to be over to get back to them, you know, and then let them know. And if you need to like put a note on your phone, put an alarm on your phone, put a note up on around the apartment, something, because the most important thing that your child that I've learned that I see with my children, that they wanted to make sure that I hear them, that I heard them, and that I didn't forget. I said one moment, that I'm coming back to them. And when I see the look on their face, I say one moment, they're like, or they're looking like, are you sure it's one moment, mom? Like, they just want our love. They just want our attention. Like, we are the first people who love them, who care for them, who give them attention, who cheer for them, who are happy for them, who are celebrating for them, who are crying with them, who are encouraging, all of that. Like, we're that person to them, you know? And they just want to make sure that we know, that remember, and that we keep our word to them, that we're coming back to them. So what I want you to do for this one is to write down how many times when you've said your one moment, told your child one moment, what were you doing at that time? And then ask yourself, was it really one moment? Or did that moment turn to 2 moments, 3 moments, 4 moments, 5 moments? And then think of a time frame. Like, if you need to put a time limit, how long is a one moment? Is it 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes? Like, start thinking about that, and then start planning ahead on what that looks like and what task it may connect to, right? And then also, another one is having a conversation with your child. Get their opinion. Like, ask your child, hey, when's the last time you heard me say one moment? What did I do? How long did that take? How did you feel? What did you think? You know, and when they answer, really listen to what they're saying. Like, look at them, look at their facial expressions, look at their body language, their hands, their feet, how they're responding, their eyes, all of that. Because sometimes their mouth may be saying something, but their body language is saying something totally different. And you got to be able to pick up on that and see that, so that you can respond accordingly, and to acknowledge and to question all of that. Be like, why are you fitting your toe like that when you said that for? Was that really true? Why are you looking down at your fingers? Like, what happened then? You know? So pay attention and ask questions, you know, because one moments are very precious and valuable, and you and your child deserve many, many precious one moments, right? Third part of the one breath, one moment, one situation at a time is the part 3, which is one situation at a time. Situations are always happening. Life happens. Like, when someone says, I'm sorry this happened, life happens. I don't get mad at that stuff anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, life happens. And that situation came up. Okay, life happens. Life happens. Situations happen, you know? And these situations affect our parenting. If we get something happens at work, sometimes we may not control it enough. When we get back home, we take it out on our child. A sadness, a happiness, excitement, whatever. It affects our parenting. Okay. So what I've learned is that I need to deal with the situation at a time. And I looked up the etymology of situation. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to go to the etymology dictionary. All right. And once again, the online etymology dictionary is what I use. It is my go-to to look at the origins of words and the original meaning, and to see what still applies and how to use words correctly so I can mean what I say and say what I mean. Okay. And I teach that to my children too, as well. So situation, early 15th century, as you can see, means a place, position, or location. You know, a position, a situation, to place, locate, place, position, right? So we are in many places and we're in many positions every single day. Doesn't change, you know? So we have to get better at balancing our situations. I had to get better at balancing the situations that I am in, whether it's at the store, at an event, when it came to my child. And I've learned to handle one situation at a time, whether it's with one of my child, another one of my children, or it's with my husband, or a job, family, or whatever. I'm handling something one situation at a time. And I am prioritizing it, making it first, that the situation I handle first is with my child. Whether it may be, hey, sure, let's do this first. Let's play. Let's have some tea party. Let's watch a little bit of movies. let's lay down, let's cuddle, let's play, or whatever. And then if I know I need to get to a situation and it's going to take longer than that, then like, okay, I need to handle the situation. And I know you want my attention too. And both of these situations can take up some time so that you can have my full attention. Let me deal with the situation first, get it out the way so I don't have to think about it. And while you're waiting, you can do this. And then when I come back to you, you'll have me 100%, all me. And they'll be like, but they get it. Like, okay, mom. Right. So they do what they do. And then when I come back, like, yeah, it's time now. And then they're so excited because I said it, because I did what I said I was going to do. And then I came back to them like, oh, like they're so excited. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Let's go. And sometimes it's such a breather as a break, do something fun, happy, and joyful. And once, because I'm done doing something stressful that whatever, like, oh, I'm done with that. Get away from me. I want to do something happy and fun with my children. Because how can you not be happy and fun with your child? They're children. They're life of the party, life of life, party of life, take you back. So one of the skills that I use is like a customer service skill that really helps too, is when they ask me a question and they say something like, oh, that's a great question, I'm glad you asked. Or I can understand how you feel that way. Or I see how you see that. Using words like that really helps because your child will feel like that you are hearing them, that you are listening to them, that you see them, that you know them. Because you're able to repeat back what they said to them and then add your own, how you're going to respond to it, how you're going to react to it. What are you going to do? Okay. And yeah, so one breath, one moment, one situation at a time. That is my foundation and my first perfect parenting secret. And if you want a copy of it, subscribe to the Street Counselor newsletter at streetcounselor.com/free parenting secret or /parenting secret. And you can download it, and take it with you and have it with you and print it out and all that great stuff. And if you like this and this free parenting secret, perfect parenting secret, because I'm perfect and you're perfect, meaning we are full and completed. I am full and completed, finished and ready to go. Can help somebody else. Definitely share it. Definitely share it with them and remind them that, hey, you're a perfect parent. You can do this. You got this. You're born with everything that you needed to be a parent. It's in you. It's in you and it's in me. And I want you to know that. That's why I'm helping you to access the perfect parent within you. Okay. So that is it. So next time, which is tomorrow, I'll be sharing perfect parenting secret number 2. So until then, continue to put in that work. Here we go. Here we go. Put that mind work in. Get your thoughts right. Put that heart work in. Get your feelings right. Put the spirit work in. Get your energy right. You want that life that you see in your dreams. You want that life that you wrote in your goals because you've been visualizing. It's manifestation time. So get that butt in gear and get your body up because you've got work to do. Ain't no time for you to snooze. Are you really ready to lose? Not me. No way. And Mother Universe ain't done with you. So what you gonna do? Put in that work. Put in that work. Put in that work. I'm getting to work. Hey! In everything I do, I am nourishing the perfect parenting seeds within you so you can walk in your soul's purpose to fulfill and complete your life's missions with the gifts, the talents, and the powers within you. Peace in the blood. Whose blood? Yours and mine, of course. What's up?
May I come in?
Yes, you can. What's up? No, stop my recording. What's up?
Um, I
Hi.
I was thinking of about